All right. So topic one is immigration and border policy. So, do you think the U.S. should build or expand the barriers along the southern border? Also, what should the legal pathways for asylum seekers look like? And should states have more authority than federal government in enforcing immigration laws?
Ooh, okay. For that first one, it's about like the expansion of borders, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so me personally, I believe like the border, like it's good right now. I just feel like there's just like a really huge influx of immigration due to like all the stuff that's happening in ICE. And people like they just find out stuff like, oh, if people can do that stuff in Minnesota, then what makes it any different that we can do it like over in Mexico and stuff, right? I mean, it's been a pretty big issue like over the past like decade already about border issues. It's just it's steadily increasing. I feel like if
Yeah,
we just like crack more down on just I don't know, surveillance, I don't know, because I feel like the Trump administration would be like they would help a lot more than more in the last 4 years, you know?
I agree with Aiden. I think the southern border is honestly good right now. Trump's doing a great job, keeping it secured and not letting any illegal immigrants pass. Yeah.
Yeah, wait, what does he mean by increase sizes?
Like I'd say like increase like surveillance because like most people it's just like I mean it's like that huge steel wall and people are still getting across. You can just like make a makeshift ladder or something. I just feel
That's
like
big.
in terms of like just general border security, it could be a lot better, but it's not really like the biggest like of issues, but it still could be something to work on, you know?
Yeah, it could be something to work on. It just, I feel like we do have a lot more internal than external right now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I feel like regardless, immigration is always going to be a problem in no matter what country it is. I just feel like, like we have the idea of the American dream. I totally believe that, but I feel like you have to earn it the right way. Like if you're just gonna come here and try to sneak your way in, you should deserve that, you know?
Yeah, I just don't
Yeah,
understand
and
why they
then
don't do like the right steps. Like,
Yeah, it's just like if you want to become an American citizen, you have to go through the certain requirements to become an American citizen.
Yeah.
it's not like
It's
we
just
aren't accepting of anybody who does come over legally. We are accepting. It just, if you come over illegally, why should we accept you whenever you cut ahead of everybody else for no reason?
I know,
yeah,
and then just
exactly.
just claiming like the like being entitled to like everything. It's like, yeah, I deserve this even though I made no contribution to this country whatsoever or don't plan on to doing that. It's like doesn't make any sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right, next question.
Okay, so then, so gun laws and school safety. I have three questions. So, should there be a federal ban on certain types of firearms? How far should background checks and waiting periods go? And what changes in school security are effective or ethical?
Hmm. Wait, what was the first question again?
Yeah, what was the first one?
Should there be a federal ban on certain types of firearms? So, like, for say, have a ban on handguns or something like that, you know?
No, I don't think we
Hmm.
should. I like
Ban on
handguns.
specific guns? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think there should be.
I feel
I
like it's
yeah,
not really I feel like in my opinion, it's not really the gun
Yeah,
that's
it's the person.
doing the harming. It's the people. It's the
Yeah.
people that are in like in the ha that have like access to it. Like I feel like if they do background checks, like Mr. Rowley's talking about, like those like trans people, they were like inside of like asylums and stuff, you know. It's like yeah, they should be checked, and they go and buy firearms, and the next thing you know, they shoot up a Catholic school. It's like wow. So I feel like it's not really guns that are the issue. I mean, of
Yeah,
course, they're
no,
doing
I
the ones that are
agree.
killing. That's the most effective way.
I think like a mental health check before they can get any guns should
Yeah.
definitely be
or
happening.
And like
definitely.
just seeing if you're like a stable person, you know? Like and if you're not, then yeah, that's a really big sign that it's like, yeah, you should not
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
you
should
should not
probably
own
be
a
have
keeping
one.
gun.
up with it because like also someone who gets tested when they get the gun doesn't mean they're gonna stay stable their whole life. Like they should be getting like
Yeah.
probably like every like 2 years
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
thing.
I think Aiden's right. There should be like some kind of maybe like recertification or something that qualifies you to carry a gun.
Yeah.
Maybe
I could
like
see
every
that, yeah.
5 years, like some time in between, so it's not like
Yeah, because
I
correct me
guess.
if I'm wrong, you do have to go through like a firearm training to get like a gun license, no?
I'm
Or
not
like
Mm,
some kind of training? Or am I wrong on that?
I think you're wrong on that.
Y'all ready for this?
Okay.
well, I looked it up and it said nationally there really isn't a
training.
yeah, there isn't
Yeah,
really
no,
like
it
a
might be
lot of
like a
like
state thing
training,
that I'm thinking of.
but it's for I looked up for New Mexico. It says yes to legally carry a concealed loaded handgun in public. Most adults must get a concealed handgun license, and a significant part of that is training. And that's from the Department of Public Safety. So
So yeah.
yeah, I mean, I
So
feel like
it
just in
just
general
depends on
that
the
would be a good
states.
thing. Yeah, I mean that would be a good thing, and because I guess New Mexico is just really strict on that stuff, but then they let immigrants in. I don't know, what's their bigger issue? You know,
Yeah.
having someone own a gun or having these, I don't know, other people not able to, I don't know, access the same thing that other American citizens have. You know,
All right, I think we're ready for next question.
Alright, so next question is so over LGBTQ rights and uh, mostly focusing on transgender policies. So, three questions. Should transgender athletes compete based on gender identity or their assigned sex at birth? What age restrictions, if any, should apply to gender affirming care? And should schools set policies for bathroom access? Or like where should they set them, I mean?
Like these questions.
um, well, I
I
guess just
think that
based on my
transgenders in
belief,
sports should not be happening. That's
yeah, I believe it either or like girls shouldn't be in boys sports, boys shouldn't be in girls sports. It's just there's a clear advantage and disadvantage, especially because there's one prime example in swimming as well. Like Leah Thomas
Huh.
was like 200th in men's, but like fifth place at NCAAs.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
an
clear.
example.
It shows a clear like taking advantage of everything.
Yeah. I feel like if they really want to have their own sports, they should just have their own I don't know how to
Like
I don't know
category,
the
I
word
guess.
for it. Yeah, category, I guess. Like their
Yeah.
own competitions. Like if
Yeah,
you
for
really
sure.
want your own if you
Yeah,
really want to be a
transgender
transgender person and compete
athletes
in a
should
sport,
be with other
just
transgender athletes.
yeah, like a transgender man, have him compete against other transgender men, not other actual men, or same vice versa. Transgender women should not be going up against normal women. Just
Yeah,
Yeah. What was the second part of that
that makes
question?
sense.
All right, yeah. What's next? Next question.
what age restrictions should apply to gender affirming care? So like,
Okay, I,
how
I
old should you
think
have to be?
8-year-olds and stuff, because I saw like a case of like
Oh,
an 8-year-old should
yeah.
not be. No, 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 no. I
Absolutely.
know
I
they
think
say
you
it's better to start them
should.
early because of hormones and stuff, but like, no, no. Like mentally,
Yeah,
they're
and
not. There's literally no way. That's like not
yeah,
happening.
absolutely. An 8-year-old does not like
An 8-year-old doesn't have the understanding of what they would fully
yeah.
do to their
It's
body to
such a
be able to
primitive
make a decision that
thing
big.
that ruins their life and their bodies. And they get to do that at the age of 8. Like we don't let them get tattoos and stuff like that, but they could do hormone stuff. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like there's just a lot of like stuff that's like accessible for like these certain, I don't know, half me wants to say like a disability, but I mean it's just it's a choice, but I don't know. I really don't agree with a lot of it.
I feel
Like all
like
the
once you're 18, that should be like the okay, then you do whatever you want in life. But
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
allowing a
That's
parent to decide their kid before that is kind of, I don't know. I
yeah,
feel like it's
kind of it's
just
kind of
unfair to the
stupid.
kid, and in the long run, you might just mess them up more than you're actually helping them at all.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right,
What was that part
the
we were
last
talking about?
question over LGBTQ rights is where should schools set policies for bathroom access? So like, do you think that a transgender woman should have their own bathroom, or like, should they even set up that policy at all?
Honest, I don't think they should. Just because, like, maybe, like, in the world we live in, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
But,
a hard one.
Well,
Because
obviously most schools keep like male female as the default option, obviously.
yeah.
But I
and
mean,
then
there
there are
could be
some
like
gender neutral.
I feel like there could be like individual or single like user restrooms, like maybe in like the nurse's office or something, or someone like if they want to be like have privacy or
Why don't
something.
they just use like the family restrooms? You know?
I don't know,
Yeah,
they could use like the teachers' bathrooms or something. I feel
Yeah.
like that would like help like everyone out because like they wouldn't have to bother anyone or they wouldn't be bothered,
Mhm.
like not make much of a nuisance out of everything.
Yeah, because I don't think guys or girls would want them or whatever.
Yeah.
In
I
the
just feel like the
bathroom.
general census of like people
Yeah.
nowadays, it's especially not here. I don't think a lot of people here would like agree with like having a dude in a girl's bathroom.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
feel like it's not fair to everybody who pays taxes and everything, because then you'd be paying for something that you don't even agree in, possibly.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Roll.
All right, so the last topic is free speech and versus misinformation. So, first question is, should social platforms remove or label false information? So like, for
Mm,
example, I guess like if you take X, you know how like you can leave like the community note and be like, yo, this is wrong, this is actually true, this is what's really happening. Like, should they be allowed to have that, or should you also straight up ban misinformation?
I feel like I feel like even if you like try to ban it, anything's gonna get out no matter
Okay.
what, whether
Yeah.
it's
What type of
truth or
misinformation though?
not. Like, is
Bro,
it just
let's just
like
say
blatant
like
information, or is it just like stuff that people are like just
Yeah,
trying
no,
to
because I also feel like
cover
that's
up?
part of the
if
First
it
Amendment, you know? Like people are able to say
if it's
whatever they
like
want.
sarcasm or something like that, like they're writing some satire post, then I feel like that's fine. But if they're straight up saying like there's something saying something crazy like I don't know, Trump is personally telling ICE agents to kill people, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that should be just banned.
Yeah,
Or maybe not even banned, but like flagged as, hey, this is not true at all.
I feel like that's probably already
yeah.
happening. I'm not gonna lie.
So second question is regulating social media a violation of free speech?
Mm, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's subjective to that certain company's platform. I don't know. Hold up. Can you say that question again?
Yeah.
Is regulating social media a violation of free speech? So like, I personally wouldn't say it is, because if you do something on social media, that's out there for everybody to see, and that could be like even though they're not meant to be on that social media
Yeah.
platform, it could be some like 5-year-old kid who has no idea what they're really listening to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like um I mean the regulation it can violate the free speech like if the government bans it like viewpoints or there's like laws that don't really clearly define what's banned and like people don't know or like there's like stuff they're like forcing platforms to carry speech like they require private platforms to host content that they disagree with and it's just I don't know, it's just not really helpful for anything. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
regulating social media, I mean, it is constitutional when it targets safety or like transparency, stuff like that, but it can be unconstitutional when it targets like viewpoints or political speech, stuff like that.
All right. And then the last question over that topic is, what should be done about foreign influence operations online?
Foreign
You get an
So I'm not.
influence. Yeah.
I'm honestly not sure. So I think it just means like there are certain organization, like say this is kind of bad example, but like PETA, the animal like protection company, they
Oh
constantly
yeah.
put out stuff that's like, oh, you do this is cruelty, this is really bad, you know what I mean?
Oh, like
So like,
exaggerating stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So like
And it just makes
Say
you like feel like really guilty too. It's like, oh shoot. I mean, in all honesty, like you're not really doing that. It's just like these are the conditions that are some of the animals that are in, and you can't help, but they're just dramatizing it.
I feel like there's really not much to say on that one, so if y'all want, I can just go move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's go to the
Yeah,
next
that's
one.
fine.
So, voting rights and election integrity. Um, First question is, should voter ID laws be stricter to prevent fraud, or do they unfairly limit access to voting?
No, I think voter IDs are great. Like, cause a legal immigrant should not be able to vote, in my opinion.
Yeah, and especially whenever you have U.S. territories that can't even vote, but you're telling me some person who we have no background of, like in the
Yeah.
U.S., just came in.
Yeah, and gets to vote.
Yeah,
That is really ridiculous.
Yeah, and then I
think it
feel
should
like
actually be
voter
stricter
ID should
stuff
just
on
be
those.
required for all voters, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah.
I totally agree with that. If you don't have a
And
voter
then also like the ability to have a voter ID. You gotta be a
And
citizen.
somebody was even saying that one of the reasons that were given by somebody about the voter IDs is that you have to pay for it. But there's so many other things you have to pay for. If you want your driver's license, gotta pay for it. I think even your permit, you have to pay a small fee for that. Like no
Yeah,
matter what, there's gonna be some kind of certification or license or something you're gonna need to pay for. It's not just a one-time thing.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, not everything is gonna be like handed to you, you know?
And honestly, I don't think it would be that big of an issue paying it. It'd be like max, it'd probably be like $50.
Yeah, yeah, I see that.
Next question was, how much control should states have over election rules compared to the federal government? So, like, do you think the states should control the voting process more or less than the federal government, basically?
And this is over the presidential
Yeah,
one, right?
presidential election.
Yeah, this would be like presidential election, yeah.
How much
Hmm.
should the state control?
Yeah,
Or
so
like,
like,
should they control more than the federal
yeah, should
does?
they have more power or less power than the federal government?
I would
I
say
feel like,
states just
yeah, you
because
got,
they actually know, like they're there and they know what their like
yeah. I feel
people.
like states they could control the elections. Like, there's probably like I see the pros. There's like maybe like local knowledge. Like the states they understand their own communities better than like a one size fits all. Like like
Yeah, exactly.
1/50. And then there's also like they can try different methods like same day registration, mail in, even though like a lot of the votes were taken in Georgia, but and then I think
I feel like, go ahead.
probably somewhere a long time ago they probably did have states that had more they did have more power, right? I'm pretty sure states did have like more power frequently than the federal government, and then they changed that.
Then I also
Yeah, I
feel
think
Yeah,
like the
and
way
then
that states change their what is it, their borders within each other to
their
like get more
district
votes.
lines, yeah.
Yeah, their district.
oh, gerrymandering is that what we're
Yes.
talking about?
Yeah, gerrymandering, I feel
Yeah.
like once you get, you
I
should
feel like that's
be
too
set
much
to a
power
point
to
where
be
it's,
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
you should be, your district lines should probably be set to a point where it's equal representation for both sides.
Yeah, for sure. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, how is gerrymandering even allowed?
Yeah, that's not okay.
I don't
I feel
know,
like it
but
shouldn't even
yeah.
It shouldn't
be
be a thing.
like, it's technically, I don't, it's not technically a law, I don't think, but is like very heavily frowned upon, yet both sides do it.
Yeah, I mean, I have to give it to him. Like, of course they don't like it when the other side does it, but like they're both using the tactics to
Yeah.
in their favor. So, I mean, it's not much they can really like argue about because they're both doing it,
Yeah.
you know?
It's kind of like a situation where if you can't beat him, you kind of have to join him.
Yeah.
It's kind of just petty, like, um, one state saw us doing, or one state saw, I think, yeah, it was Texas, right? They changed their district lines after we did.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and
So like
then was it a
they
few of
saw
them
us
like
doing
moved
it.
over?
Yeah, they saw us doing it, complained, and then
Like, complaining is crazy when they like
yeah, and then New
Democrats
Mexico
get all
complains
over.
whenever uh, Texas
That's
does it, even though that they literally just got done with it.
that's kind of stupid.
And then I was gonna say earlier, going back to like the states having more or less power, I feel like the federal government should have requirements for the states though, like voter ID. I feel like that should be just like a basic requirement for states to have.
Yeah.
Later.
21 class.
Hey, clip that. Clip that. Oh.